It's Ron Goodall from FightHype.com. I'm here with Calvin Ford, one of the greatest trainers out right now. How's it going?
It's going on fine.
Yeah, there was a lot of hype going into this fight with originally Rolly and now Isaac Cruz is the new opponent.
Correct.
Just wanted to talk about those changes. Obviously, I'm sure it hasn't changed focus,
Well,
but
it's not the first change. We had the same change in when he was supposed to fight Aaron Mars.
correct.
And he fell out, and then we made the change for another opponent. Still got the same results we were looking for. It was a W. Different type of fight, right? We wasn't expecting fighting him. The offer came across my desk, even though we made the decision that we wanted. Rolly was was a great opportunity because again, you got to make a fight, and he was awkward. This guy right here, he's hungry. He's gonna come bring his noise, his A game, whatever he's planning to do. We just have to be prepared for it.
Now, in the All Access, Gervonta was speaking on how he went down with Barry Hunter, Headbangers. I know it's not the first time we worked together, but I know that you mentioned that it felt a little different, not having you there at that certain period of time in training camp and things like that. What was the decision of just doing that? And
well, you have to get a different look. Sometimes a fighter be in the ring or be training for so long, and you just see the same thing. You see the same thing all the time. So, he wanted to do some things that we used to do in the amateur and whatnot. That's all.
And I have to ask, because obviously there was a humongous upset over on Saturday, the Teofimo Lopez.
Yes, he messed up the bag.
Yeah.
He messed the bag up. That wasn't his character, how he was doing it. Things happen. So, again, same situation. You can't never let your guards down. You got to keep them up, stay focused, because, a fighter is a fighter. He comes to that fight, make that weight, get the camp in. He have every right to.
Did it look like the Teofimo Lopez from previous fights? Is there any type of, I guess, I'm not saying excuses, but did it look a little odd or bad game plan?
I didn't watch the fight because I had GTD promotion amateur show was going on at the time. At the same time that was going on, and it was a big success. Tank was watching that and watching the fight, and he was kind of proud that that we're doing something for our amateurs at home and whatnot.
That's
that
great.
we ain't lose focus on the whole goal. But my partner, Coach Kenny, he watched and he couldn't believe it. He was shocked that that the fight went like that because he thought, and even Tank gave them props for the guys who was actually fighting around the same product. He's like, it was easy work for them because it's a bigger picture.
Correct. And I guess Lou DiBella is the promoter of Kambosos. There's no rematch clause. And pretty much he put on Twitter, it's not necessarily about, bringing in this Devin Haney, but he said he's a prize fighter, essentially.
Yeah.
So
he got control now.
So I'm assuming that's alluding to the biggest prize that could be obviously Gervonta Davis.
If I was him, I'd look for the cash cow. That's what I would do.
If there was the possibility to make the Kambosos fight after this fight, overlooking.
If you go look at Tank Twitter, he's asking for the big fights. He's asking for the big fights, so it's nothing new, it's nothing old. You know what I'm saying? Because he's getting that. He want to give the fans what they want.
And then I guess more importantly, a message to Kambosos, if you guys get past, assuming that you guys get past your opponent, making that fight next, for boxing.
It's up to Tank now. The ball is at his court. He already made. He already said to the promotional company that he wants big fights. So 2022, I'm gonna wait to see.
Awesome. Any last messages and upcoming fighters? I know you have a plethora of fighters that's just coming up through the.
No, I don't want to say anything, but just keep your eyes on us. Watch my Instagram, Facebook, all social media, and just watch what we do because we always keep track. And go to my podcast.
You always do that great podcast all the time.
Rise podcast. I mean, come check it out. It gives you the real insight of the guys that we're working with.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you for giving time as always.